Summer in California is all about getting in your swimsuit, cracking open a beer, and enjoying the sun while you take in the smell of a nice, fresh brush fire. And this one is the biggest one of the year for California. It's the Post Fire. It broke out yesterday, and it's just off the 5 between Magic Mountain and the Grapevine. It's up to almost 15,000 acres now. As of this morning, it's only 2% contained. They've evacuated thousands of people, including some of the people that were camping out there for Father's Day weekends. And no one loves camping more than dads. So people were like, let's go on a camping trip up, in the mountains. It's going to be so beautiful. And then, the day before they're going to leave, they're like, you guys need to get the F out of here. It's not safe.
It's crazy because they're saying every year is the worst year, right? But
it sucks because they were interviewing some of the firefighters, which seems like they're busy, but they said, well, this doesn't bode well for the season. If this is happening now and it's not even officially summer yet, it's a sign that it's not going to be a good year for fires. And then, of course, you have all the insurance things that have been happening over the past year because of the wildfires that have happened the last 5 years.
Can you get insurance?
Yeah, you can't. Like in our area, it's like a high-risk area. Right. So our whole community lost their fire insurance because we were too high risk. And then when you try to renew a policy, it's like so expensive, and this is just going to make it all worse.
Yeah, it's no good. No bueno. And I don't know what to do about it other than the fact because every year it feels like there's nothing left to burn. You know what? Let's raise some money at a golf course for this firefighter. We should do it.
All right, it's easy to hate your boss. Who wouldn't hate somebody who gets to order you around all day while getting paid a lot more and taking time off whenever they want? But here's a new trend that many people love, but it has its pros and cons. Some companies are getting rid of bosses. Because, as they say, people don't quit jobs, they quit bosses. And a lot of people will leave a job because they have a boss that they hate. So why not eliminate the problem and get rid of the boss? So basically, these workers will just have upper management as like a boss when they need it, which is nice because you feel free. You feel like you can kind of work at your own pace. And if you know what your job description is and how to do it, you don't really need a boss micromanaging you, right? But if you're a new employee and you have a question about something, there's kind of no one around but another peer to help solve your problems.
No one really needs a boss. They just need the threat of a boss. That's way more valuable.
It's like more accountability and also managing people who hate each other or to make sure that people are doing their jobs.
Yeah, but even that, I feel like if there's an illusion, even if you go work at a place and there's no boss, but they do a good job of making everyone think you just don't want to see the boss, even if there is no boss, I feel that's enough to get people to be like, all right, well, I better be on time Monday morning.
Yeah, but you can also replace that with a robot who's just monitoring everybody's activity and whether or not they're showing up to Zooms and all that stuff.
Look, boss is obsolete. Get rid of them. I'm convinced.
So it doesn't really matter, does it?
Nope.
And then since you just fell for a scam, I thought I'd tell you about another one.
Didn't fall for a scam. I donated.
You did fall for a scam, legitimately.
To a nice man in a red, white, and blue shirt.
So there are a lot of robberies happening in people's homes, and you think if you have a security system, I'm good, especially if I have it on during the day, I'm away. Even if they do that fake I'm a worker crap, they'll set up the alarm and they'll be able to prevent a robbery. Well, it seems that high-level hackers are now working with home robbers to disable some of the high-end home security systems.
Oh, man.
So what they can do, because a lot of these home security systems rely on a Wi-Fi signal.
Jam it.
They basically, they have a jamming device, and it emits this high-energy signal that's silent, so nobody can hear it, but it drowns out the Wi-Fi signal to the security system, and then it disconnects the system. So it just basically disarms the security system and doesn't notify you.
Yeah.
And then they can just slip in there, doop-a-doop, robby-rob, and then leave, reactivate it.
Right, and you get home, all your stuff's going. You're like, what happened? I go to the security system, and then it's not working, and they use the jammers. Mm-hmm. That's why you got to get big dogs, big scary dogs.
Can't disable those.
Can't disable those unless they have meat. Then you're screwed. Let's get into a brand new hour of the show right now with a big announcement that will change your life forever.
Klein Alley Show.
I never get to listen to you guys live, but I'm up early today. So excited. Double deuces blues, dong dong, rock them panty lines, sweet dibbit.
Sweet dibbit. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, welcome to your Monday mornings, Summer Mondays. Klein Alley Show here at KROQ. Nice to meet you. Some may be listening for the very first time right now, either because they saw Allie performing the national anthem on Saturday, the LA Galaxy game, and they said, man, that woman's got talent. Let's see what that radio show's all about.
Oh,
or
man.
perhaps You're just listening because you heard us teasing a big announcement all weekend long. And even though KROQ.com screwed us yet again, leaked all the information an hour ago, some of you were too lazy, or maybe your Wi-Fi signal got jammed because of burglars, as we just learned, and you were unable to read the information. So let's give it to you now, shall we?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
We wanted to make this the most epic summer ever for you. And we said, how can we give our listeners not just an opportunity to win something? That's nothing new. How can we make this summer life-changing for at least one person, but give many people, just for hanging out with us over the course of the summer, something that will give them a memory they'll have forever?
Yeah, an ultimate summer flex in various ways.
And, of course, we reached out to our friends in the band Green Day because...
And they said, who dis?
And they said, please stop calling us. We don't know you. But after we got through all of that, they've got a summer anthem. I would argue it's potentially the song of the summer, at least a front runner, because it gives you all them summer vibes. It's called Corvette Summer. The concept of driving around Southern California in a Corvette top down, nothing better. The only problem is a lot of people don't have Corvettes. Can we give away a Corvette, but not just any Corvette? A Green Day signature Corvette signed by the band?
I mean, what's better than that?
And the lawyer said, no, we cannot. And then we fought back. And then they fought back. And then we fought back. And eventually I think the lawyers went on vacation and we got it through.
Woo!
So we are giving away this summer, over the next few weeks here at KROQ, it's really a one-of-a-kind. I don't think there's anything else out there like it because it's a
signature Corvette.
Green Day signature Corvette to celebrate summer and Corvette summer. And all you got to do is listen daily. Every morning here at KROQ, we'll be playing a Green Day song of the day, song of the Green Day, if you will. You'll get a key. The key could very possibly start this Green Day signature Corvette. And if it starts it, it's yours to keep.
Yeah. And then there's a bonus on top of that.
Because we thought for some reason that seems good enough, but it's never enough.
And it wouldn't be a Corvette summer if there weren't multiple opportunities to win stuff.
So we are also going to sweeten the deal by every week hooking you up with additional things like trips to see Green Day on the road, $1,000 worth of cash so you can get your summer kick-started the right way with some money. Oh, I almost had $1,000 yesterday. It felt great for a moment.
What a great feeling, huh?
Then I gave it back. So this is the first trip we're giving away. It's pretty sweet because nothing says America like a trip to Boston, Fenway Park, to see Green Day perform at Fenway Park, Boston. So listen, every single day there's a song you're going to be listening for. It's a Green Day song.
And you'll only hear it with us.
You'll only hear the song during the morning show. But you have to listen to KROQ throughout the day to find out what the song could be. I'll tell you right now, the first song is going to happen later this morning on our show. The first song you will be listening for is this song right here. So get to know this song. It's called Corvette Summer. When you hear that song next on KROQ, which will be happening at some time between right now and when we get out of here at 10 a.m., you will want to call us up because we want to give you a key that could start your very own Green Day signature Corvette. And also, you will be only one of 5 people because we're only doing one winner a day that could win this trip to go see Green Day at Fenway Park in Boston.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to keep track of.
Just
but the only thing
marinate.
The only thing that matters is you listen for that song today. And then after we play that song, we'll tell you when you can listen for your next, when you'll find out the next Green Day song. So details, of course, are at KROQ.com. They've been there all morning.
840 said, this isn't like a trick where it's like a Hot Wheels, is it?
It's not.
It's a real Corvette. We've seen
Corvette. That for whatever reason, I was supposed to be here at the KROQ studios today. We were all excited to sit in it and ruin it before you guys win it. But unfortunately, it's they are detailing it or something as we speak.
We should have Jake sit in it all summer.
Oh, man. Get a sweaty ass.
Is this like an old Corvette or a new one?
It's a classic. I'll tell you what it is. I think it's a 93, actually.
I sit in it.
It's dope. Jake is nowhere near the car. He can't even look at it. So officially kicking it off. We'll give you the details and listen for more. But Corvette Summer is officially here on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Happy Monday, bitches.
Happy Monday to you, bitches. We got a good Monday as we've officially kicked off Corvette Summer here at KROQ. Listen, for the next few weeks, win all sorts of things. Trips to see Green Day all over the place. Of course, cash as well coming up. And a key that could start your very own signature Green Day Corvette. I mean, this, Allie, is... It's the best thing we've ever given away. And you can see some of what it looks like up on our socials at Klein Alley Show. Someone listening will get a key. Someone's key will start the car. That car is yours. This is not a switcheroo situation. Some people are bringing up the when we guessed the weight of Allie's baby, $100K for the weight.
That was terrible.
That was a scam.
And we can blame our previous boss for that.
Yeah.
That was just a
So this is real deal, though. And someone listening, of course, this week giving away the trip to see them in Boston at Fenway Park. But you'll also get the key. Is it possible? Someone says, can I win the trip to see them and also win the car? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everyone who wins, caller 10 when you hear that Green Day song. This morning you're listening for... So last time I'm going to remind you before we play it, but you're listening for Corvette Summer, the inspiration for what we're doing right now. So listen for that. Be caller 10, 800-520-1067 when you hear it. And every day it'll be a different Green Day song. Who knows? Tomorrow it could be this one, Allie.
Do you have the time?
Yeah, I know that. That could be tomorrow's song. You don't know.
It's a good song.
Listen for that. Listen for that. We don't know. We'll get to it all. Let's find out what's going on in the world together. Then we get into a new hour of the show with another announcement for you.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. I can already feel myself getting dumber.
There are many warnings that people ignore in life, and I don't know where the Surgeon General warning ranks according to you, but he has a potential new warning for all of us. Consider this a warning about a warning. It's the biggest one since the cigarette pack warnings on social media from the Surgeon General, who is considered to be America's doctor. He put out a statement saying it is time to require a Surgeon General warning on social media platforms, stating that social media is associated with significant mental health harms for adolescents. And he said that he's urging Congress to officially add it.
Well, once again, I don't know how they'd roll out the warnings. I guess, like we said, it would be on the... Every time, I mean, I'm trying to think, 'cause every time you buy cigarettes, it's on the pack of cigarettes. But people that buy
but you
cigarettes...
also learn to ignore,
Right, you
warnings that you do. I mean, look at cookie dough. Cookie dough has a warning on it to not consume raw cookie dough.
Yeah, but that's not from the Surgeon General.
No, but it's a warning that everybody ignores.
Right.
If you don't care about the warning, it's so easy to just be like, boop.
I mean, how about the warning they give you before you take any flight? I mean, they pretty much go over the warnings of what could happen and what to do if things do happen, and we all just ignore.
Yeah.
Ignore.
I mean,
Noise-canceling
even
headphones.
like weather advisory warnings and all that. I mean, just there's so many warnings that we just completely throw out the window.
Yeah, it is interesting that this one seems like it would be the most ignorable of all, because it's not like it's going to stop someone from going on.
And I mean, we train our eyes to scroll, so we can train our eyes to scroll past things that we don't want to
But what if,
take in.
I guess here's the question, what if before you watched whatever it is you wanted to watch, or look at whatever you wanted to look at, the Surgeon General actually popped up and did like you're just trying
Hi,
to...
Allie.
Yeah. Like
You're sad.
I don't think it would be a personalized one just for you, but it would just be kind of a general, like, oh, we'll get to your content in a moment, but before you look at these big booty models on Instagram...
I didn't even know that the Surgeon General was a real human being. I thought it was just a general, group of people.
The Surgeon General.
Yeah, it's just general
You just
surgeons.
thought it was a general group?
Yeah.
And you
I thought it was just like a
Allie,
mascot.
you of all people need a warning, because, God, you're getting dumber.
All right, how bad would a show have to be for you to ask for a refund from the venue? It happens more now that people spend more on shows, and a lot of people have been asking for refunds to Madonna's concert because it started so late. But people who saw George Lopez recently are asking for refunds and getting them because the show ended too early. He walked out 30 minutes before his set was supposed to end. The casino is now offering free reimbursement for all guests and posted an apology to all of them, kind of throwing shade at George Lopez, and said once he walked out to his dressing room, nor his team offered any apology or explanation to the casino as to why he did not want to continue, and he left 15 minutes later. And now there's like a back and forth happening where Lopez's people said that there were hecklers that were bothering him and that he shouldn't play in an unsafe environment, and the casino was like, well, we have people who can escort these guys out. You just have to tell us. And they were like, we didn't think that you had the ability to do that, and it wasn't a safe enough situation.
What
And
if,
so now it's all this big back and forth.
There's bands some nights that just aren't feeling it for whatever reason. I mean, I feel like every time I'm almost going to see Morrissey, there's some reason he gets chilly and leaves early or doesn't go out.
True.
I don't think they offer refunds for that. I think it's kind of a
You
buyer
should
beware.
get a refund for that.
Well,
You
with
paid to
Morrissey-
see a show.
Listen, Morrissey, I think at this point, everyone knows that there's an 80 to 95% chance he's not going to be there. So
And
they're
My
just...
brother was at that Greek show where he canceled, and my brother's, he's just like, yeah, we were promised a refund, never got anything back.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but if you fight back, if you actually contact somebody, you are entitled to get your money back. You paid for a show you never saw.
But what if you pay to see a comedian and they weren't funny? That subjective, right? But let's say you...
Well, let's ask Jake. He just did a show.
Jake, did anyone get refunds?
You can't get your money back.
Your
No, that's
show?
my money now.
Oh, stop it. You didn't make money.
All right, fair enough. That's so true.
$5.
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ.
106.7 KROQ.
Get to your ADD news in just a moment, then we kick off a brand new hour of the show. If you haven't been to the socials yet today, good reasons to go include the following details about how you can get a key that could start your very own Green Day signature Corvette, yours to keep. We're going to give away that first key at some point this morning and also get you on a standby list so you could see Green Day at Fenway Park in Boston every week. New bonus prizes. All you got to do is listen for the Green Day song of the day. Details on Klein Alley Show and on KROQ on the socials. Also, you can find out about our next listener hangout that'll be happening on Friday. Shoot your shot with Klein Alley Show at Dave & Buster's Hollywood. We'll be there at noon for some fun and some gambling and, of course, some eating and drinking as well. And you can also go there as well because you can check out all of the footage of Allie doing the anthem and crushing it at the Galaxy game on Saturday. All right, now let's get to your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. News you can trust. Ish.
All right, so the Summer Olympics are now 6 weeks away. It's in Paris. They've already installed anti-sex beds to deter Olympians from doing each other in their off time. But now there is a different threat for the Paris Olympics to worry about, and that is the dengue fever. The concern is that the Olympics will turn into some sort of super spreader event for dengue fever. And it's happened before. You may remember at the Rio Olympics back in Brazil, there was a super spreader for Zika taking place at the Olympics.
Oh, I remember that.
That was terrifying.
Crazy.
And then Paris, they said, Paris this time of year is an ideal climate for the tiger mosquito, which carries dengue. And they said,
Are you saying that right?
I think so.
Yeah, I
feel
think you're
like
not saying that
every
right.
time-
I think it's dengue.
Dengue.
You would think you would know, Allie, if it's damn gay. I mean,
It's not. It's offensive to say dengue.
That's what
Are
we
you
say
sure?
about Allie.
It's dengue.
Every time she shows up, it's damn gay.
It's the Paris Olympics, guys. It's dengue.
I don't think you're doing it right. Like, I don't know what accent you're trying to put on it, but it's wrong. Definitely wrong.
Anyway, the mosquitoes love it because it's warm and they just need a little bit of water in order to lay their eggs. And they love biting people at dusk and dawn, which is exactly when people are going to be headed to and from the games.
If you catch dengue, what happens?
Dengue.
What is that one of those things where you lose a
You
bunch
die
of...
instantly. No. It's like, headache, fever, vomiting, diarrhea,
Great.
all that
Summer
stuff.
cleanse. Love it. Bring on the dengue. I want the dengue.
No.
Get your summer bod ready.
Yeah, get my
I
summer
think-
bod
I think
ready. What would you do, Ozempic? No, even better, dude. Dengue. I would
It's
love
free,
it.
baby.
Yeah, I would love that.
I think that people die of
Oh.
it. Well, they said there's 5,000 deaths per year. But if there's a super spreader event, you could see a lot of Olympians probably essing their brains out before they have to do the parallel bars or something, and that could be a problem.
Can you spread dengue person to person, or do you need to be bitten by the mosquito?
I am not readily available with...
Once again, Allie can't handle the follow-up questions.
I haven't researched dengue and how to transmit
you
it.
spoke about it like you were a real expert, so I thought you'd know.
I imagine that you...
Dengue fever.
Okay.
Thank you.
She doesn't know.
She knows at least the
She
pronunciation.
doesn't know, you stupid robot.
I like her.
Allie doesn't do the news. I swear, every time she does a news article and you guys call her out for just being completely off and wrong and just a complete goofball, she just shrugs it off and just tries to just water it under the bridge, and it's just this is your one thing to do.
Okay.
This is your one job. You'd think you'd want to nail it every time. Jesus, lady. Come on.
You guys right?
Thank you
Jesus.
so much.
It can't spread from person to person.
Shut up, Jake.
Thanks, Jake. Crushing the news today.
Jake knows the news.
Jake knows the
Shut up,
news.
you dumb gay.
Whoa.
All right.
That's our Pride Month.
At least 40% of people practice this dating trend without even realizing it, and it is a new one called hypergamy. What is hypergamy? Well, I'll tell you because
I'm
I've
sure you
researched
don't know.
Jake, why don't you tell us what that is? Because
Hold on, let me look
there's
it
no way Allie knows.
I have it right here. It is a form of romantic attraction where one person is drawn to another who has a higher socioeconomic status than themselves.
Rich, dating, gold digging.
Exactly.
It's gold
It's
digging.
something that has been around for a long time, or somebody that's not necessarily super rich, but just has a higher status than you do, and for some reason you find that attractive. Supporting and enhancing their own life by being with somebody who has a way better life than you. This would explain Bill Belichick's new 24-year-old girlfriend and pretty much anybody who wants to date somebody richer and older and cooler.
Oh, you think he's only dating her because she's rich?
He's only dating her because she's rich.
Nice.
Exactly.
Nice. Good. Good move on his
That's
part.
the reason.
That's right. Hey, thanks for checking out some of our radio show on KROQ. Just between you and me, we're about to fire Allie, so hopefully you didn't get used to her too much. But thanks for checking it out, and we appreciate you checking out the live radio show. And
Hey, what are you guys doing?
nothing.
But you're filming something. Aren't they supposed to be involved in this?
We're not filming anything.
There's a camera right there.
Just part of the. Bye.